Rubo io un secondo per un'ultimissima domanda. The very last question. Yes. Una delle cose più interessanti di Ravenna è la paura. Sembra quasi che ogni cosa che faccia Ravenna sia suggerita dalla paura, che è un sentimento molto contemporaneo che spinge molti di noi anche oggi, soprattutto oggi, a fare forse scelte sbagliate. Ecco, lei ha fatto delle riflessioni su questo, cosa ne pensa?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's a really good point to bring up. I think that a lot of times when we see people behave in aberrant ways, you know, in bad ways, I think our perception is fear, because we don't want to really explore the person underneath that, because it's so ugly, it's so brutal that we want to just assume that they're bad people. And I think the other way around, the person who's doing it, we forget as people that most people who come from that place are really functioning from a place of fear. And so I'm glad that you recognize that. When you speak of survival, I think it's always the thing that sets the stakes for a character in a film. If you can look at the character that you're playing within the world that is set up, and look at the obstacles that they have in front of them that is a threat to their survival, you have a real sense of stakes. What is at stake for them? And it heightens the performance. It gives the performance a sense of urgency, because all of a sudden it becomes for them about life and death. And this can vary in different degrees, but I think for Ravenna, her fear of, I mean, I had an incredible moment as an actor on the first film, because, you know, the idea of standing in front of the mirror and saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all," was just like so brutal to me, and it was just so contrived, and we really wanted it in the film because it was such a part of the fairy tale, but I didn't know how to do that and make it feel about something real and not just about vanity. And it took me a really, really long time to realize that the mirror was the ultimate boogeyman for her, because the mirror was really like her psyche in her head, you know, telling her whether she was powerful, whether she was valued, whether she was good enough, whether she was, you know, the person that she really wanted to be, that she thought would make her happy. And I thought, if that was the truth, how terrifying would it be for her to look into the mirror and not know what the mirror was going to say to her? Because what if the mirror said, "No, you're not that anymore"? It would mean that she would die. And so the first time I said those lines on the film, they became these really, I'm like pacing in front of the mirror, and there's this kind of fear building in her eyes, and she can't say it, and she's like dreading saying to this mirror, asking the mirror this question, like, "Am I the fairest?" And that's what I mean by when you kind of figure out a character's survival, you realize that the stakes become higher for them. All of a sudden, it's not so easy anymore. It's not so easy to just stand in front of a mirror and say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" There's something much heavier about it. And so you try and, as an actor, you try and kind of discover those things. You know, they're not handed to you on silver platter. I think your job as an actor is to kind of find that truth and that realness about it. But that is, for her, the ultimate fear. So thank you for picking up on that.
Dobbiamo fermarci qui purtroppo, quindi grazie a tutti.